All right. So welcome to Experience Talk. I'm Richmond, and this is my big boss.
Thank you.
BigSam, right?
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. So let's have a conversation with my man AK24. So I want to understand, what is AK24? How did it come about?
Yeah.
And what is the vision and mission behind it? So let's start there.
All right, thank you. So AK24 is an abbreviation of AK24. AK24 meaning the travelers.
Okay.
AK24 originally started in 2008.
Wow.
That's why the entertainment side of AK24 started in 2008 with hosting Ghana's independence in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
So we started from Ghana at 52, 53, 54. We continued so forth and so on till Ghana at 60. Ghana 59 or so, 2015-ish. I'm not too sure, but around 2015, we took a pause.
Why did you take that pause?
So the pause came through because I'm personally I'm in the military.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you. Thank you. So I was active duty at that time. I enlisted in 2006. I joined the Air Force. So this whole time that I was doing this entertainment, I was still in the service. So back in 2015, my career took a shift a little bit, so I wasn't able to come home and host that annual Ghana's independence. So that's how the pause came in play.
So with the first Ghana independence, we'll come back to the AK24 mission and vision, but how was it like? Like, what made you think of, all right, let's do a Ghana independence celebration? Like, did you take the inspiration from somewhere else, or was it just, all right, this is an initiative that I'm taking and let's do it?
So that's a very good question. So the inspiration, I took inspiration from somewhere. The inspiration came from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
So I was stationed at Robins Air Force Base for 4 years, which was about 45 minutes to Atlanta. So during my time off on the base, I would go to the city and go hang out.
Okay.
So
City boys are up.
Yeah. So I would go to the city and hang out with the Ghanaian boys up there in the city. And one of those times I had an experience where they were celebrating Ghana's independence.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to DJ SMQ, 7 C's, EDA, Kofi the Governor, those guys up there in Atlanta. They did a Ghana's independence, and it was very phenomenal. It went great. So I took that idea and I'm like, why can't we have something like this in Ohio? Why can't we have something like this in Columbus? So I brought that idea to Columbus in 2008, and that's how we initiated the Ghana's independence. Ghana 52, 2008.
How was that experience?
The first one was nice. It was a very good experience. I remember we had a lot of people to the point where we had to actually stop taking money at the door because it was just too many people. I was like, hey man, you know what, let everybody come in for free, because the love and I've been doing this for a while, and up till now, that independence, that first one is still my favorite.
Best one.
It's the best one in my opinion. Yeah, I think Ghana 52 was very.
What did you guys do differently from that one and the other ones to make that one so special?
Yeah,
or was it because it was the first one everybody wanted?
Yeah, it was the first one, and more so we had a special edition too. It was a red carpet edition.
Oh.
So it wasn't just the regular Ghana's independence at that time. Mm-hmm. We had a red carpet. We had the cameras rolling. It was a good experience. And this is back in 2009.
Wow.
Right. So to have a red carpet party back in 2009, you can only imagine, right? So it was a good experience. People came out, and like I said, the energy, the love of the people was just so phenomenal.
So was that the first thing that skyrocketed the whole AK24 entertainment industry, or entertainment business rather?
Yeah.
Or was it something else that started it?
So that was the entertainment business aspect, right? But prior to that, AK24 Entertainment was created from the AK24 Boys, right?
Okay.
So the AK24 Boys used to be a musical group entity. Started with 4 boys that initiated the group from the music side. So we initiated the group from the music entity, and then eventually it evolved into the entertainment side in 2008.
Wow. Okay.
So AK24 Entertainment was born from a musical concept. And it became the
so it was like a music group.
A musical group, yes. AK24 Boys, and then it became AK24 Entertainment.
Is there a chance for you guys to ever come back together as a music group?
Yeah, actually, no. There's the talks of it. There's the talks of it. So because the talent is still there. The boys still do have the talent. We have we have producers in the group. Besides the artistry, we do have producers that actually, you know, make the beats, produce and stuff like that. So it's a very big cohesive talent that it is in the talks that eventually will come back together as a music entity again.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. All right, so the mission and vision. So what is it that AK24 is doing?
Right.
And what is that you guys want to accomplish? What are the goals? You know, I know you said you were in the military.
Yeah.
You're doing this. You came, you left, you came back, and you started back up again, right? So what is it that you're about to do? The mission.
So the vision of the vision and mission of AK24. So we are here to promote culture awareness here in the diaspora.
Okay.
Through entertainment and our philanthropic effort to diversify the youth. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we do some philanthropic effort. You know, we do community service.
I'll come for a little loan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some money.
Yeah, we do send some. Actually, we do send 10 to 15%, depending on how well event goes.
Oh, really?
We do send that money to Ghana to help out. We do community service in the community Columbus. We help out. We do food pantries and things like that. So we are through our philanthropic efforts, and we use that to diversify the youth in promoting tourism across the world. So that's our mission. That's our mission. Yeah.
What is, in terms of AK24, what is the optimum goal? What is the highest that you are dreaming of, or what is the highest your team is dreaming of that you guys can reach? I know there's the guys that are doing Afrochella and Afro Nation. They're doing it now, right?
Absolutely.
And of course, if you're in the same industry, I think you got to do it like them or higher. So what is the goal?
Our goal is to just like you said, you know, our goals fits into the mission, right? So our goal is, we believe that the youth are the backbone of the world, right? And we want to connect our culture through the youth in promoting tourism across the world. So the goal eventually is to have the Minister of Tourism across all walks of life, different countries, to connect with us and merge this entertainment that we're doing to promote that tourism. We want people that in the diaspora, the people from even China, different countries, you know, Americans, you know, people from Jamaica, all the walks of life, to connect through our culture and then promote that tourism across the world, if that makes sense.
How do we start that? What is, because honestly, if I'm thinking about someone that's doing entertainment industry, and they're doing events mostly, especially in our Ghanaian community, it's really centric to our people, right? And you mentioned different continents, Asia, America, you know, so on and so forth. How do we reach out to those people that are not my peers, that are not Ghanaians?
So we believe that we can reach out to them through our culture, right? We are using entertainment. We are using our music. As far as right now, as far as our music have traveled, we want to use that to bridge that gap. So they can come to us. Once they come to us, they will learn about the culture, and now they will want to go to different African countries to go see what we are about, right? So for example, we can have somebody from China, right? You know, us in the diaspora, we go to school with these people, right? So we can invite them to our events. Once they come out, they love our music, then we can, you know, let them know, hey, let's go to Ghana. We have a program or a festival in Ghana. Let's go check it out. You know, so through that music, we'll be able to bring that connect between people so they can tap into what we have. And that is all going to build tourism. It's going to help the economy and boost the economy of Ghana or even other African countries.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to touch on with AK24?
Yes, I think that's it for the most part. But I want people to understand, and I get this question a lot, what is AK24? AK24? It's simply the travelers. You know, it's simply the abbreviation of AK24, meaning the travelers. Yeah.
Let's touch a little bit on the entertainment industry, both here as diasporas and both, you know, your experiences working with people back home in Africa as well. So how was that experience like, you know, starting an event here, and then also reaching out to people back home to also bring them here to also perform?
So it's quite a little bit different, you know, booking an artist here in the stateside, or let me say here in the diaspora. You know, obviously our artists are in Ghana or in different African countries in the world. It's a little bit different, you know, and a little bit different booking an artist here in the diaspora, because you have these artists that lives in Africa or that lives in Ghana. So there are a lot of things that goes into the booking. First and foremost, as an entertainment company, we have to look at our target market, right? We have to look at the people, the audience that we actually.
Who is the target market?
Our target markets are all diasporans here in America, right? Okay. Precisely, mostly West Africans per se, right? Mm-hmm. But it's for all. It's for all diasporans, it's for Americans, it's for everybody, okay. Right? But we have a specific target group that we kind of focus on, because we believe in building it pieces by pieces, so in the process of getting everybody all involved, and it's gonna get there. Right. It's gonna get there. So we do a poll as an entertainment company. We do a poll. We disseminate all the polls to our social media platforms. Mm-hmm. We have the votes comes in as to who the people want to see, artistry-wise, who the people want to see, and then we tally all those polls, the numbers, and then we make a decision who we want to book or bring into the city for these shows, right? So once we go through that process, then we contact the booking agency or the management of the artist through emails, sometimes phone calls, right? And for my experience, it's been a smooth process because some of the relationship that we do have with these managements back home in Africa, right? Okay. So for example, for Stonebwoy, I personally had to travel to Africa, go to Ghana, meet up with some people, really? and things like that, right? Okay. So these are some of the things that we do go through as to the booking process. So, okay.
So what are some of the challenges that are related to that? So like you said, for Stonebwoy, you have to go to Ghana just to do like a little meet and greet, right? Build that relationship that is there. I know from my side, I've tried booking, gospel artists usually. Right. If they're not in the United States already, their cost is doubled because you have to book a flight for themselves, managers, DJs,
media team,
everyone. Anyway, sometimes even your mom and dad. Yeah. So, what are some of the challenges that you faced? In booking some of the artists that are back home in Africa?
So, some of the challenges are, when the contract comes in, right? Sometimes it takes, artists will say, hey, I want 2 hotel rooms. And they'll come back like, no, I want 4 now, right? Or sometimes...
Is that last minute or is in the contract?
So sometimes it's in the contract, right? And once it happens, they get on the ground, it changes too, right? But then, one thing, you always got to stay flexible in this industry, You got to be very flexible because things happen, things do changes, You got to be flexible in the sense that things will work hand in hand with your company and the artist, right? So, it's been very good so far. We do have some understanding to where we come to a good agreement and make things happen. But there's been some challenges. Things happen. Sometimes delay of flights, right? Sometimes, artists sometimes make some few changes the last minute. Right, so it happens. The challenges out there.
No,
I don't want to go into details.
Just give me one example. One challenge that you faced that you thought that I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah,
you don't have to mention any names. Yeah.
So showing up late. Right, showing up late
and time.
Yeah, showing up late. You put up a program lineup, or let me say a running order, right? All right, artists got to be on stage at the same time, right? And you show up to his or her hotel, and it's like, okay,
now they're taking a shower.
Yeah, now it's like, hey, I'm a little bit, which sometimes I understand, but with time. We gotta make sure that we follow the time and everything.
Right. Yeah. Because the venues usually have a cutoff time. And exactly. I've seen it where a venue was like, "Hey, shut off the soundboard, shut off the lights. It's 2:00. We gotta go."
Exactly.
So I've experienced that on my side as well. Where you tell an artist that, "Hey, we gotta go at this time." Is now they're even waking up. It's like,
exactly.
Come on, man. Yeah. But on the opposite side of that, what are some of the fun things that you've experienced with this entertainment industry?
Yeah. For me and my team, the good feedback, that's what makes us happy, because we're doing this for the people. That is the only time that we do have fun. When we see the positive feedback, we just sit in the office and we celebrate, right? When it's go time, we don't have fun. When it's go time, we are actually working. When people are having fun, we are working, right? the fun for the audience or for the party people, it's not the time. It's not the fun for us. That is our time that we're working. We have fun when the good feedback comes in. Oh, the show was nice. When the audience like, hey, you guys did a great job. Those are the times that we do have fun, right? You know, we love what we do. We have passion and love for what we do, right? So the process of working is like fun time for us. We don't see the hard work that we put in, because what we're doing is love and passion. We're very passionate about it, to the point where it's like we have fun working at the same time, right? So those are the, let me say, the fun times that we do have.
Okay. Yeah. And the day of, like, run me through how an event happens on the day of. Like, for example, the Stoneboy concert. How's the order of the day? You know, what is the work that goes behind the scenes that someone like myself who's enjoying the party don't see?
Yeah. So behind the scenes is a lot. Production, right? So we are all about putting out good show, right? So the first thing that we do, making sure the artist is good. His or her hotel, his team, management, everybody's good. Their hotel is properly laid out. Their food, transportation is good to go. Now for the concert, we make sure the venue, the seatings, you know, the production, the cameraman, you know, the screens, you know, the live bands. We're playing live band, sound check, the DJs. We gotta make sure that everything is properly put together. You know. The running order, like the program lineup, the things that we put together, we got to make sure that we touch base with everybody, sound check, you know, things like that. It's a lot of things that goes through before the D-Day. So, for example, for Stoneboy, we did a cultural arrival for him at the airport.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because we did it was a Ghana's independence, so we had to do something significant to identify who we are as Black people, specifically Ghanaians. So we had to do something that not only highlighting but also to project our culture outside of Columbus. So we thought of, my team and I thought of, why don't we take a cultural arrival to the airport? And the intent of that was, once we take that cultural arrival to the airport, not only are we signifying who we are as Ghanaians, but the people around would then take pictures and videos of what we're doing, the display of what we're doing, and put it up on their own social media platforms. And that will connect and travel across as to who we are and what's happening in Columbus, Ohio. So, you know, it was a great idea. We made it happen. And the process of that happening was another
story for yourself.
Another story for another day, right? But it was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful day. And the mission on that entity was accomplished. It was well done flawlessly. Shout out to my team. Shout out to the people that helped out. And Stoneboy and his team were very happy for that display that we did put on the Columbus airport.
Okay, awesome, man. I wasn't at the show personally, but I heard a lot of great feedback concerning that show. I mean, people enjoyed it. Like people really enjoyed the show. People enjoyed the cultural arrival as well. I heard about it. I saw it on social media on my end too. So that was very, very nice.
Thank you.
All right. So if a young cat like myself want to get into this business, the entertainment business, how much capital do you think I need to start with?
Capital.
Give me a range. I don't want to know how much BigSam is.
No. So you know, this business is mostly sponsorship, right? So I would say you got to come out of pocket for a little bit, right? So you got to start from somewhere. You got to have a little bit of funding, and then you reach out to people, different local businesses, for them to help you out to put on the show, right? So it's all about your sponsorship proposal that you do put out there to these businesses, right?
Okay, so it's more sponsorship than it is
capital. Yeah. Okay. You know, you're gonna have some kind of, you would need some type of capital, you know. But these shows, these artists are not, it's not cheap. It's expensive, right?
Yeah.
So you can come out of pocket and do it if you have the funding from pocket, but I would say rely on sponsorships, right? So it can be a win-win situation, especially for my side. For us promoting the culture, we also want to promote our local businesses as well too, right? So if we go to them and let them propose that idea of what we're doing to them, they are mostly willing to help us out. You know, if we have about 5 businesses and each business want to give us $500 each, at least it will help with some kind of cost with the show that we're putting on. So sponsorship do help, but do have some capital. You gotta have at least some kind of, you know, money to start off with, and then it will get to a point where, you know, nothing will even come out of your pocket. You can do it
We're all sponsors.
with all sponsors. Somebody can take on the whole show and sponsor, be the main sponsor for the whole show, and nothing will come out of your pocket.
And who are the main sponsors of AK24, or does it vary per event?
Yeah, it varies per event. I know last year, this year, Ghana's Independence, it was powered by Tap Tap Send.
Okay.
So Tap Tap Send was our main sponsor for Ghana's Independence. And then for the upcoming event, we do have some local businesses that have come together to give us some money to support it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
All right. I appreciate that. Anything else regarding the entertainment industry that you want to throw in there or add?
Yeah. What I would say is the entertainment industry is something, if you want to get in there, right, it got to be something that you love, you have passion for. If not, you will go in and quit. You will stop. You will quit. If you don't have love for it, you will stop.
Why? Why do you think that is?
That's a good question, because it involves a lot of time, just like every other business. A lot of time, dedication. You got to be very dedicated to it. You got to be, you got to be strong-headed. Like, you got to be, because the negative comments will come in, right? People will tear you down. People will say negative things, but you got to have the love and the drive for it to be able to sustain and keep moving. Listen to my story. My team and I have been doing this since 2008, right?
Wow.
So we've been doing it for a while, right? And then that whole pause came in because of how the career shift that came in play. But if you don't have the love and the drive for it, you can't sustain for a long time. So for me to take a pause and come back, that should tell you that my team and I
really got the love for it.
Got the love and the passion for what we're doing. We're here to entertain the people. We want to put smiles on people's face. That's when we have that's when we are happy. When good feedback comes in, when people are happy at the shows and excited, that's when we it's like, man, okay, we fulfill what we're trying to get done out there.
All right, bet. Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's talk about your concert. Right. So how did it come about, and how was it like booking him, and what should we expect out of this concert?
All right, so Sarkodie's concert came about pretty much his new album that he just released, the Jams album. So he announced a North American tour. So it was a very great opportunity for us to tap in and have him here and pretty much host him here in the city. But as I mentioned before, first and foremost, anytime that we do decide to bring an artist, we do pull out a poll out there to our target audience, right, to the people. So my team and I have a meeting, had a sit down, and we decided to put some couple artists together, including Sack, and see how the numbers will look like. And obviously, it looks like everybody wanted to see Sack.
Who came in second? If you remember.
So based on the list that we did, I'm not going to mention, right? Yeah, I'm not going to get that number out there, but Sarkodie came up on top, so we decided to go for Sack and put out the show.
And how was it like booking Sack? Did you have to reach out to his management, or do you guys have a manager here? Like, what was the process like?
Yeah, so Sack do have a manager here in the stateside, so we did reach out to Terry Mensah, TM Entertainment. I'm based out of New Jersey, so he was the one that we did communicate with and made sure that everything was properly put together, contract-wise, all this kind of good stuff. So all the bookings went through him.
Okay, so what is it that we should expect as an audience? Like, what is the expectation? Is there live bands? Is it DJ? Is it what is it that Sack is coming to do? Do you know? Yeah,
so I think Sack Nation speaks for itself. It's Sarkodie, right? This is a guy that's been in the game for over 10 years. He's our legend. He's called the landlord for a reason. Yeah. He's been doing this for a while. He's one of the best A-list artists that we do have in Ghana. So, for such a brand and for, his catalog of music alone should speak for itself, right? So the expectation is very high, and I know, we know that we are going to deliver. It's going to be nothing but a phenomenal, exceptional show. So I urge people to come out and experience what the landlord has to offer.
All right. So in terms of ticket pricing, session pricing, how's it going? Is there a lot of tickets that are already sold out, or and sessions? Is there a lot of sessions that's already been sold out as well?
Yeah. So we do. So the price penetration policy that we did put out there was $40 for the early birds. We have $60 for general admission, and the sections are running from $350 to $1,300. Right. So that's for the sections, and these sections comes with the bottles. It comes with bottle service and things like that. Right. So within, I believe, if my PA can give me the correct numbers, I believe within 48 hours, all the early bird tickets were sold out.
Really?
So as we speak right now, all the early birds are gone. So we are only selling the general admission tickets right now, which is we have about 45 days to the event, and we are 56% in right now. So it's looking good so far. We do have hard copy tickets also that I can for sure say that we have about 142 hard copy tickets sold already. We got 25 tables set up for VIP sections. Out of the 25 tables, we got 14 sold already.
Wow.
So we have about, if I'm doing the math right,
about nine
or so tables left, and we have 45 more days to go. So I'm pretty sure we are looking decent. We're looking good, and I know that this will be a sold out show. I can confidently say that this will be a sold out show. The demand and the hype and the energy for SAC in the city and the state of Ohio is very high. The love is amazing, and the support has been very incredible so far. So
has he been to Ohio before?
Yeah, he's been here before. The last time he was here was back in 2012, 2013ish. I believe around that time frame, and that was the first time that he was here. But based on the timeline, it's been about almost 9-10 years since he's been here. So you can just tell, it's been a while. There's a thirst for him, and it's only right that as an entertainment company, we deliver and make sure that people get what they want.
So what time does the concert actually start?
Yeah, so doors open exactly at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Exactly at 7 p.m.
Okay, and how long is the concert?
Yeah, so we're gonna be doors open at 7 p.m. and it's gonna continue until about 1 a.m.
Well, 1 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, and there's gonna be an after party also. So it's a whole day event, right? From 7 till about 5 o'clock in the morning. Because we're not only stopping at 1 a.m. We're gonna continue the after party. SAC is gonna check in, things like that. So
is the after party being hosted by AK24 or is it someone else?
No, it's gonna be still AK24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I'm guessing more details will come out on that.
More details will come out, but the after party is gonna be a partnership though. It's gonna be AK24 in a partnership with another entertainment company.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
Yeah, and more details to follow on that.
All right. Are there any other artists that are also booked to perform before SAC comes out, or what is the on the bill?
That's a very good question. I don't know if I can say this, if my PA will allow me to say this, but let me say we do have a surprise guest artist coming.
Really?
Alongside SAC, right? Let me just put it out there, so expect something, right? But besides the guest artist, we are going to be showcasing some of the upcoming artists and also some of our local artists here in the state of Ohio and the city of Columbus. We do have BigSam from Cincinnati that's going to be performing on the same stage as SAC. We have Achipa Lago who's going to be performing from Columbus. We have Be Nice, just to mention about a lot of local artists that we are going to have on stage. So yes.
All right, man. So as I run now with this conversation, what after Sarkodie, what next?
Yes, we do have actually. We have a lot in the pipeline, and I don't know if I can tell you guys what's coming up next, but something is coming. Something is coming.
Give me one thing that's coming up next. Just give me my audience just one thing.
Okay. We're gonna play another concert.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mention his name, but we're gonna have another concert. And this guy is a guy that everybody want to see now, and we're gonna make it happen in Columbus.
So Blacko?
No, I'm not saying it's Blacko. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying.
I'm just asking my audience, you know.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that on camera that it's Blacko, but Yeah, something is coming.
All right.
Something is coming.
All right, just let me know when the next poll comes out, so I make sure that I get people to vote for Blanco. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not saying it's Blanco,
right?
right?
Cool.
I'm not saying that, but something big is coming. Very soon, right after SAC, we're gonna announce something. For
And that will be this year or next year?
It's gonna be this year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be this year. So yeah, this year is fully packed. Right, it's packed. It's full, and then we gonna after that show we're gonna announce what we have coming the next following year, which is 2024.
Okay, awesome, man, awesome. All right, man. Well, it's a pleasure sending this to the big man himself.
Definitely
chatting with you. So definitely I appreciate you for coming.
Yeah,
I do have some quick fire questions, about 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
I didn't send it. This one is just between only I know about these questions.
Okay,
so don't worry.
What you got?
First question: between Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy. So if you could only go to one, don't trouble here. You could only go to one concert. You're in Ghana, you know. Both of them are playing a show the same day. You could only go to one though. Who you going to?
Can I go to both?
Nah, man. You can't split yourself into 2. You can't. Your PA can't go for you either. You have to go.
I'll go here for maybe 2 hours. I'll go here for 2 hours or 1 hour. One. I'll do Beam.
You do Beam.
Yeah, I'll go to Stone.
Why? Why Beam?
All right. So besides the fact that I love his music, right? I think I've had a personal. I've met the guy, and you know, I kind of had a rapport with him. I've met him personally, and I've connected with him, and we are all Pisces, you know. He's March, he's March 5th, I'm March 10th, right? So we kind of have the same energy, right? So besides the good music, we kind of connect on that level. So I'll go to Stonebwoy. Okay, I'll go to Stone. Yeah, right. You know, love to Shatta Wale. Wale, I love your music. You know, SM, you know, you the man. But this guy's trying to get me in trouble. Wale, I love you too. Yeah,
no worries. Yeah. All right, so the next one is between the new king, I'll say, in Ghana music, which is Blanco, everybody's starting to love, and the guy that's coming home, which is Kinsack right now. You can only go to one concert again.
You know, I've been to Blanco concert.
Have you? Which one?
His debut concert in New York. I was there.
I was trying to go, but I didn't get a chance to go.
I was there. I was backstage. I met him. You know, I had a conversation with him and his team and everything. And I watched this guy perform, and his artistry, man, his stage perform, like he's the future of Ghana music, man, for sure, no doubt. He's gonna take his places, right? And you know, Kinsack is Kinsack, man. You know, he's a legend. You know what I mean? Much respect to Kinsack. He's been doing this for a while. His music, his collections, you know, very organic and is very how you call this?
They're appealing to everyone.
Yeah. He appeals to everybody, and his composition of music is good. It doesn't perish. It's just gonna stay on. You know what I mean? And I love him for that. You know, all the good music that he's laid out for us all these years. So to answer your question, I'll go to Blanco, right? I'll go to Blanco, but
Kinsack is his Sack.
Kinsack is Sack.
I got you.
You know, Sack.
I got you.
Sack needs my Bonyoma. You know, like he got that Zontos. He got the collections. You know, he got catalogs, man. You know, Blanco is he's the new face, new breed, new energy, new style of music, new tone, right? You know, so it's like, oh yeah, everybody, but it's like Sack. It's like, yeah, it's me jam wow, and now hours, you know, back to back, right? So yeah, the king is there, and then let's say the prince is here.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, my last fire question, I think. I don't think have you hosted a Nigerian artist yet?
Not yet. That's one thing.
You could choose one of them. You know, you got the big 3, the Burna, the Wiz, and Davido. If you could choose one of them out of the 3 to host, which one would you?
Business wise, I'll do Burna. You know, I will invest in Burna Boy if investors come saying we're gonna go for Burna. But personally, I like. I would say DeVito.
That guy just looks fun. Like,
His energy is like, you know, he's young and his energy, and you know, I'll go with DeVito. But you know, the business scale wise, investment wise, Bernie got the numbers right now, man. He's standing tall right now, as he is the African giant, right? He's representing very well for us Africans, and you know, if you have the right people and the right investors to come on board for us to do this, I would definitely I put my money into Bernie.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. My last question.
Yeah.
Give me 2 other people that you think I should interview with. I should sit down and have a conversation with.
In the creative space, right?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Two people.
I think you should sit down with Archipelago.
You think so?
Yeah, he's very interested.
All right, Archipelago.
Yeah,
I'll be knocking on his door.
Yeah, I think you should have the guy here on your set. You will have fun. You know.
For real?
Yeah. He's a great guy. You know what's funny? Speaking of Archipelago, Palago and I been working for a while, even before he came to the stateside.
Really?
Yeah. You know, we have a very good rapport. A lot of people don't know that. You know, so he's a great guy. He's been supporting AK24 for a while.
Shout out to Archipelago.
Shout out to Archipelago, man. He's been behind AK24 for a while. I mean, for a while, since 2010. Wow. So do the math, right? Because that was the first time.
Years.
Yeah, so yeah, he's been supporting us for a while. From Ghana to America, and he's still supporting us, man. So shout out to Archipelago. I think you should have him.
Definitely, I'll reach out to him. Yeah, I'll reach out to him for sure.
I think you should have him.
For sure. All right, second person.
You already had BigSam, so you know BigSam is like
BigSam, man. This is my boy.
Well, yeah. I think you should have my boy on your set, DJ Zaga. I think you should have Zaga on your set. Yeah. You should have Zaga on your set. Zaga, one of the best DJs in Ohio, man. He's very good.
Definitely.
You know, I have a lot of respect for him. As a matter of fact, the Stoneboy Show was executively produced by myself, Zaga, and Snoop. So it was 3 executive producers that produced Stoneboy's concert, and he was one of them. Wow. So DJ Zaga, he's paid his dues and done a lot in the creative space in Ohio. So I think he will have a lot of insights and a lot of things to share if you have him on your show.
All right, I'll reach out to my boy too, DJ Zaga.
Yeah.
All right, man. It was definitely a pleasure.
Hey, it's an honor, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm humbled, and you know, it was good being here. Shout out to your
shout out to my producer
behind the camera. All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
PA.